Joining us now, Alfredo Ortiz. He's the president and CEO of the Job Creators Network, or jobcreatorsnetwork.com. This is the #1 small business advocate in America. Alfredo, thanks for coming on today. I read the Congressman Jim Banks recap of this bill that they passed. And if you read this thing, this is the biggest war on small business I have ever seen. It's like they developed a plan to eradicate small businesses and entrepreneurs by pummeling them with regulations and audit into oblivion. Alfredo, what's going on?
Yeah, John, good morning. Thank you for having me. And you're absolutely 100% correct. You know that basically from the beginning of the Biden administration, Job Creators Network has been out there fighting this war on small business. Joe Biden's war on small business, the Democrats, the far left radicals, this is their war on small business. And this bill that you just mentioned, the quote unquote Inflation Reduction Act, which has nothing, literally will not touch inflation in terms of trying to reduce it, really goes a far, far way of really attacking small businesses. I was just looking at some of the numbers, John, and when you look at the estimate that it has on one of the provisions, which is basically limits the deductions for pass-throughs, which is basically small business. They love calling it pass-throughs because it sounds like something, for really, really rich people. These are small businesses. Most of our you're a pass-through, right? I was a pass-through, right? Most of our small businesses in this country are pass-throughs. About $54 billion is the impact on them. And then when you look at these IRS agents, I do want to spend time because obviously what we just saw last night was the mobilization of yet another agency. I mean, this has been the entire Biden agenda, John, of mobilizing these agencies against the people of this country. And this is clear what's going to happen here with 87,000 agents with an extra $80 billion being put in their pockets to hire people, right? Guess who they're going to go after? John, you think it's actually going to be Joe Billionaire? Joe Billionaire's got plenty of tax lawyers and, accountants, right, to figure out what to do. If you're a small business, imagine you, John, right? You get audited, and don't be surprised, by the way, John, if you do get audited very soon here, in fact, right? Because they don't like your show, right? You're saying the truth. But, this is what's going to happen. They're going to come after you, like everyday Americans. I mean, the estimate here is this is going to impact basically people who are in the $70,000 range, because those are the people that just are going to be defenseless. So when you add up these numbers, we're talking about probably roughly $150 billion, because they estimate that from this IRS enforcement, John, $124 billion, and this is the estimate that they're giving, is going to come from that enforcement. Well, guess where it's going to come from? It's going to come from small businesses. It's going to come from everyday Americans. And so we're talking an extra $150 billion basically of taxes that they're going to come after you, average American.